Huh? Oh. Well, I'm kind of freaked out right now. I mean, okay, wow. Not like the end of the world freaked out, although I could have swore. I kid you not. I heard a zombie. There was a zombie right there. Do you guys not see? I could have swore there was a zombie coming from there. So, had to get prepared, But, getting down to what I'm freaked out about. And I'm not freaked out like end of the world freaked out, besides the zombie part. Sorry, guys. We might have a little zombie invasion. But, I gotta be, it's sad to say, but it's the PS Vita. Yes, that's it. And, now you're thinking, well, Chris, why are you saying it's the PS Vita? It's got dual analog sticks, it's got Wi-Fi, and you can play games like Call of Duty. Call of Duty is one of the best games right now, which is debatable for some people. And, my response to that is because, if you're a game collector, console collector, or if you've been keeping up with the PS Vita, then you would know the news that it's doing horrible. But just in case you don't know, I'm going to go over it. And that is the PS Vita right now, standing as is, 5 weeks in, only 5 weeks in, has sold below 20,000 units, okay? When it first released, it has sold 380,000 units. So, what that's saying is that it's dropped about 57%, okay? 57%, and it's only 5 weeks in, guys. I've been going to school longer than this. I remember hearing news about it during the summer, okay? And that's not good. It's not good at all. And the reason why I'm freaking out is because if it keeps up at this rate, if it keeps on declining at such a rapid rate, not getting that many sales, that means Sony's losing, well, Sony and PlayStation, but that means they're losing money on it. And it means if they're losing money on it, that, they might scrap it. Now, some of you are thinking, well, Chris, they only scrap projects. They don't come out with stuff and then scrap it. But you're wrong. And you know that if you were like a console, collector and stuff like that. But, I'm kind of going to enlighten you on the subject, giving an example. And one of those examples is the PSX. Now you're sitting there. Some of you might know what I'm talking about. Some of you might not. So now you're sitting there and you're like, well, Chris, are you talking about the PlayStation 1? No, I'm not. The PSX is its own separate console, and it was never intended for the PlayStation 1. That is debatable, but it's straight down fact that the PSX is its own device. So now you're sitting there, unless you already know this, well, Chris, what's a PSX? Well, back in the day, when the PS2 came out, it had a PS1 in it, a PS2 in it, and a DVD player. So, it had all this fancy stuff. It was priced around $799 US. I think that's 79,000 yen. And, of course, it's going to have games on it, it's new, and it's priced, really expensive. And so, when the showcase happened for the PSX, it did badly as well. Now, the PS Vita, unlike the PSX, did good during its showcase, but, it's kind of traveling down the same path that the PSX is. Because, it's pretty much, its sales are declining, because what happened with the PSX is that it did so poorly in Japan that it never released in the US, and in the UK, they just scrapped it. And so, this is why I'm worried about it, because, I like the PS Vita, I think a lot of us like the PS Vita, but right now, we're in a recession, and, not that many people can afford it. So, you're sitting there deciding whether, do I want this game, do I want this console, or do I want to spend this money, girlfriend, car, electronics, whatever. You have to make those decisions. And so, you're like, girlfriend, video game. Girlfriend, video game. Aha! It has to be girlfriend. So, you don't have enough money to, get that stuff. But, well, okay, what that means is that, the rate of their console selling goes down. And what that means is that they're doing badly. And if they're doing badly, they're going to scrap it. So now you're sitting there and you're wondering, well, Chris, will they really scrap the console? Yes, they will. Look at, you can Google it. Look at the PSX. Look at other consoles. Other consoles that have done poorly, that have, did alright or decently during showcasing, and then, did horribly soon after, it released. They just scrap it. I mean, we are only 5 weeks in on the PS Vita. 5 weeks. I remember researching stuff about this during the summer. So, I mean, you might not be sitting there, you might not be freaked out, you might be just like, Yeah, PS Vita might go away. I'm not too worried about it. You know, wait till it hits America, probably get it. But you don't understand. It's only 5 weeks in. It has under 20,000 units sold. So I guarantee you, within a year, if it keeps up at this rate, because you know it's gone down 57% from how many it sold during showtime. And granted, it is the fourth quarter, and you know, the fourth quarter for handhelds is at, you know, its lowest. You know, this is the lowest it's going to be for the 4 quarters. That means during the other 3 quarters, it was doing better. So the fourth quarter, it's not doing that well. But what that means is, you know, even though, you know, during the other 3 quarters, which it only released, I think, on the second quarter. No, it didn't. I'm not sure. But what that means is that even though other consoles are doing bad, it's still doing pretty bad. And so, you know, I'm just saying, if it keeps up at this rate, you might want to be worried. You might want to start getting prepared to buy one within the next year, because if it keeps up at this rate, we aren't going to see a PS Vita. We aren't going to see the PS Vita being sold for more than a year. So, you know, I hope you liked the video. You know, if you like the content I talk about, you know, please subscribe to my channel or add me as a friend, you know, so you can keep up on the latest videos I do. I'm going to be doing them weekly. And like I said, right now, I'm kind of freaking out about the PS Vita because it might not be around for a year. Which means, because I don't think I have a year to wait to get one, but, you know, that's how long it's going to take for me to get the money. You guys probably know. So anyways, hope you liked the video. I would try and get a PS Vita while you can before it goes.